at them. They had, put it this way, they had assault weapons pointing at them. They had them leaning up against the car like they was ready to handcuff them. They were told that they would move. If they told they would move, they would get hurt. Point blank. They were treated like regular down, dirty criminals, like if they robbed a bank or they just killed someone. That's basically what it comes down to. It's just simple racism to the fullest, to the utmost, to send a signal. I mean, not just to y'all or anyone else, to send a signal to any black person who comes up into that area. If you come there, regardless if you're law enforcement or not, we're going to take you down. So if you don't identify or you don't comply with what we have to say, you're out of the picture. It's point blank. That's basically what it comes down to.
Number one, did the local media in Rockland County cover this? Number two, is this a precedent set in Rockland County? Is this happening all over the country?
Well, no, it is. It happens all over the country, and it is a precedent in Ramapo particularly because that city, they work together. You're talking about a heavily populated white city, which the blacks are very few there. So basically, everybody up there know each other and they get along. So now all of a sudden, now you have some black faces who are not identified, who are not part of the community. But you know the saddest thing about that, these individuals live there. They live in the area.
Right.
So now all of a sudden where they live at, they're being treated like criminals. That's sad.
Right, so can't understand why the journalists didn't pick up on this.
Because they're not going to. White media up there in Ramapo, white media upstate New York, work with the law enforcement area and they refuse to do this because they are part of what's going on. That's basically what it comes down to.
It's hard. I mean, News 12 they come out with certain incidents, but it's hard to get the press to cover incidents like this. It's very hard. That's why we bring our own video camera and we use social media to try to get the word out. And we go and we talk to the kids and we talk to the parents in the church. But it's hard to get the media to cover things like this. And that's why it continues to happen because we're trying to build an outrage, as Kate said, between the law enforcement and the community. And it's hard to get some black law enforcement to come out in the open and talk about the racism, the institutionalized racism that's in these departments. So we have to continue. We're continuing a long fight, and it's not going to stop. Case in point, when the DJ Henry case, when they found out that they lied on the report, it wasn't really no big news coverage that the man lied on the report, and the cop said, no, I wasn't shooting at Henry, I was shooting at my fellow officer because I saw he was the threat, not the teenage boy. There wasn't no coverage with that when they found out the police was wrong and what they did. So we got to continue to do things, to do unorthodox things, to bring our issues forward to the community.